So, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a video at something I'm curious about when I watch other people's channels is dating. Like, what's life like dating after 179 pounds in the year 2020? It's just how it sounds. The year 2020. It's non-existent. It isn't happening. I am still single. I have not met anybody. I've gone out on one date in the last several years. I just think for me personally, there's some amazing guys. How do I put this? Because I don't want to put everybody in the same category. I just feel like I was put in this dating world in an era that I don't understand. Last time I was dating, it was in my early 20s, and I had this good body and one child, and now I'm back out there, 4 kids, ballooned like a big person. I don't want to say heifer, big person, and lost the weight, and then now put back out there. Well, I didn't necessarily have to go back out there, but it's been quite a few years, and I'm a Virgo, and I love love, and I love everything about love, even though my last video, I let you know I've never experienced a mutual love. So getting out and dating, everybody suggested, don't do it. Everybody suggested a dating site. And I was like, okay. Like, that's where you met your husband? Like, holy freaking crap. That's where you met your boyfriend? Holy freaking crap. Like, that's what you do nowadays, and that's what you do nowadays. And I've had no desire since, you know, my weight loss journey and all that. I really just wanted to focus on myself. I'm not upset about what happened in my last relationship and all the abuse and all that. I don't even think about that type of stuff. That's the thing. I think people think, you know, some people are damaged, and that could be the case. I don't think they're damaged. I think it does take a toll on people. And to me, I wasn't going in with just one kid. I'm older now. I'm hitting the dating scene with 4 kids. My oldest child is 20. She does live out of state. So I just have the 3 younger ones with me. But this time around, I know that I'm looking for something completely different, and I want it to be someone my children could look up to, an amazing stepdad, someone who, you know, is just kind and nurturing and loves love, loves affection. You know, doesn't have to have everything established right now, but has to have goals and somewhere in their career. Before I was dating my children's father, we'll just call him that, even though I don't call him that. He was a seasonal painter, and I was dating a doctor before him, and I chose him instead of the doctor. I know. That's so good. So I've never went for people for what they have or what they could give me. Even in the relationship I was in, I've always provided for my kids and myself, and I'm good. I don't need anybody to take care of me. I want to grow with somebody. Don't want someone to take care of me. And that's what I've kind of noticed. Guys would be turned off that I've, you know, met because I wouldn't want what they had, or they thought I was like, I don't know, like go after them and be like, I don't know, like, can I have this or pay for this? And I'm just not like that. Like, I'll handle my own crap. Like, let's move along. But back to the dating site. So I'm not sure how people have found love on it, but I think if you could find love on those dating sites, I've only been on one. I don't think my mind could handle anymore. I think I've seen enough wee-wees to last me a lifetime. So no thank you. But I did, go on there with pure intentions of finding love. And they're like, some of the things were the questions, were you looking for love, marriage, just dating, casual dating? And I'm like, marriage. I'm like, because I love love. Oh my God. So I was like, marriage. And so I went on there and I thought other people were looking for marriage, and because that's what they would have on there, and they were looking for marriage. And I'd have to find out the hard way. I did, get a lot of messages, and it was, I don't know, just not that I'm picky because I don't really want to go off of looks. But nobody I clicked with. I think everybody was very aggressive. If you didn't message them back or you ignored them, or, you would get even more aggressive messages. And I was, like I said, genuinely on there to meet somebody. I did end up meeting somebody, and they were not who they claimed to be. They were a lot younger. Not only were they a lot younger, they just lied about a lot of stuff, and I did fall for this person. Like, we met up, we instantly clicked. We actually talked the other day, but he only called to scream at me like a psycho. And it was just weird. I don't know. Like I said, I met a few people on there, but I would just, I don't know, I don't like going and meeting people if I don't know them or they haven't seen me already. I don't want no surprises. Like, this is my face, this is what I look like, And here's the thing about it. Like, people would say stuff about filtered photos, but the people the guys that would say no filtered photos and talk a lot of crap had all the filtered photos, because I met up with people that look nothing like their pictures and their profiles, and I didn't want to be mean because that's just awkward as heck. I wasn't going to treat anybody bad, because if someone did that to me, I'd have 10 anxiety attacks, pass out 20 times. So I did not want to, treat anybody bad. And they probably thought I like to think I look like the filter that I put on. So definitely I could relate. So I try not to put any filtered photos up. I met a few people, like I said. I got a lot of people who wanted to be my sugar daddy. I got, what else? Oh my God, I got some of the funniest people that actually, because I would delete my account because I would have enough of the craziness. Like, I just wasn't used to all the sexual stuff, and they wanted photos and video. Like, nothing was how I knew it before, even though before was kind of wild, but nothing like this. Like, this is full, like, I care about you. No, you'd start talking to someone, I care about you, I like you. Send me a photo, and then it'll lead to, no, do this and do that. It's like who raised you? Like, I couldn't handle it, and it was becoming so much that I would delete it. And then I would go on a few months later and be like, okay, I'm ready now. Like, I know what to expect. I know how they're going to come at me. I know that it's not what I'm used to, but I know how to handle it now. And it would still get to me. And I'd be like, do I just look like someone that's not worthy of a relationship? Just fun? Like, that's fine if you look at me as fun. I'm 38. Like, if someone could look at me and think fun, hey, I'll take it. I'm ridiculous. But like I said, it's a world I have gotten to try to get to know. I'm just not willing to settle, and you don't have to have everything, but I'm just so much more mature. I've been through so much. I could kind of spot the player, the liar, you just kind of know their type. or they think that they are so good looking that they could treat you or talk to you a certain way. And I'm just like a no, don't waste my time type of girl. Like, not gonna happen. Like, you are not gonna talk to me like that. And I've had kind of the same narcissistic people stray my way. Or they're like just got out of prison, or, and I'm not one to judge because they were kind of good looking. But that's just kind of like the types like I've drawn in. And like I said, I'm just looking for something completely different. So I've stayed single for the longest time, many, many years. I just work, come home to my kids. But now it's like 38, I want a life. Like, I want to do stuff. But it's like trusting people so hard, meeting people so hard, And then I'll tell my mom, like, Mom, even the people over there, like, found someone and they're like, are on freaking all this crap. Like, they even have somebody. Just like, they settled Melissa. they settled. Such a mom thing to say, which, just a mom thing to say. But, yeah, it's been interesting. I went on one date in these past like 4 or 5 years, and I broke out in a hive for 3 days because I was so nervous. And then he wanted a relationship, but he just wasn't, like, I knew when we went out to dinner, he just wasn't what I was looking for. And I was nice and kind about it, but he showed his true colors. Let's just say that afterwards. I think I got sexual stuff nonstop, and it was like a 180 of who I thought he was. So I'm really glad that I do try to listen to my intuition about people. I do give people chances. I have a Facebook that I don't know if it's turned into like a dating thing now, but I get tons of people on there, but it's like sexual, and then they'll show me videos and pictures, and I'm just like I don't get it. Like, did I miss something? Like, is that, I'm not saying that I haven't started talking to people and send a picture or two. Not saying that. I was trying to have fun. And it's just not me. It was like uncomfortable. It's just not me. And after you lose 179 pounds, listen, I've had little babies in my stomach. 179 pounds lost. I like to think my body isn't completely done with, but I'm no 20-year-old. And that's what I've been attracting, like the 20-something-year-olds. And I'm like, listen, I've got a 20-year-old daughter. I'm old enough to be your mother. I don't think we'd have anything in common. And they still try talking to me, which I love. I mean, hey, if a 20-year-old's gonna come and I'm almost 40 years old, so I'll take it. No, just kidding. But I want to date a 20-year-old. Like, I couldn't. But yeah, so my Facebook's become like the craziest. Like, even when you see my finger go up, that's from Facebook. Like, I'm having to like swipe people away. I'm not saying I think I'm pretty and all that. I think a lot of people just in general, like social things, networking is where people meet, It's like Facebook has been a big one. And like I said, I have met really nice guys, but then they end up like, I don't know, like not liking that I have 4 kids, even though they've never met my kids. And they see that I have a good job and like, I don't need you to take care of us. But it's their prerogative. A lot of people don't want someone with 4 kids, and that's fine. But the person I'm going to bring in my life is going to love that and is going to want to be the best, stepdad ever and help me with the kids and want to help raise them. And it's going to be someone who I want my son to be like, my daughters to marry. My kids have never seen me kiss their dad or their dad hug me or anything of that nature. The kid's dad and I stopped kissing for 10 years. We stopped sleeping in the bed for about 10 years. Not by choice. He did it to just be hateful. And I'm not a victim. I mean, I stuck around for it to be treated like that. So it's like, that will never happen again. We'll never deal with that again. So it's like, I just, even though they know love, because I'm completely obsessed with them and I love them and I show them love, it's like I want them to see how two people who love each other, they treat each other with respect and kindness. And I just haven't met anybody that I just clicked with. And if I have met someone that I've clicked with, we just stopped talking, and maybe the universe heard something I didn't, or seen something I didn't, and that's why they walked away. And that's, hey, if you're going to take my crap out, then whoever's above listening, do it for me, so I don't have to deal with that narcissistic, crazy behavior, someone who wasn't in it for the long haul anyways. It's like I want to know it. I don't want to question it. I don't want to question, do they care about me? Do they love me? Or tell them how to treat me. I want them just to treat me good, like I would treat them. And again, I just haven't found that. And that dating site was, I went on there not too long ago, and actually I met a really nice guy, and we just talked about, like, spiritual stuff, and we just clicked in that, but nothing more. And that's why I was noticing I was like becoming friends with a lot of people, not friends, but like acquaintances, that I was like, maybe I need to get off here because all I'm doing. And then they would find me on my social media, which is like Facebook, and then a few of them I still talk to, and it's like nothing romantic. Like, they're the funniest people, so I'm kind of glad I met who I met, because they do crack me up sometimes. But not like, I wouldn't want to marry them or be in a relationship with them. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm still single. So if you're out there, I'm here. And I'm not waiting, but I'm hoping for it. And I know it will happen. Sometimes takes a little bit longer for the rest of us, and that's okay. As long as he's amazing, take as long as you want, but not too long, because it's been like several years, and I'm like, hey, it's about to be winter time. I'm gonna spend another winter by myself. That's kind of sucky, and I need some excitement and fun in my life. So I don't know, but that's like dating in 2020. That's what it's been like for me. Not everybody's gonna experience what I've experienced, but that's my experience with it so far. I've was put in a dating world in 2020 that I just never thought I'd be in. I don't feel a part of it. So yeah, that's where I am with that. Any questions, anything you want to know? Want me to do a part 2 and talk about some of this stuff? Show the several messages I get daily that are wild and that make me question everything about life. Or who raised these people. But some of it is funny. So just ask me, and I'll be glad to answer anything you want me to answer. And if no one's told you, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and if you're going through anything, you're gonna get through it. I'm here for you. If you have nobody, you could always reach out to me. I will always respond. We're in this together. There is no right and wrong way, as long as you're not hurting anybody. And so it's been dating for me. I've lost 179 pounds. I will probably do a part 2 because I have been with someone and they've seen my body. Stay tuned.